Dirty Sports Podcast. I said, welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast with Andy Ruther and Joe Prano. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio, with my co-host from Port Hueneme, California, Joey No Chill Prano.
Hello, Andy.
Good afternoon, man.
Good afternoon.
How we doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Just life. I don't know. It's like you say, like people ask how you doing. Good. It's like somebody yesterday said to me, well, how you doing? When I went to pick up one of my kids, I said good, but I go, that's what I'm supposed to say. I said, realistically, I'd probably have to take a minute to think to assess how I'm actually doing.
Is there a reason that you're not doing good?
No, I wouldn't say that I'm not. I would just have to think, like, how am I actually doing? Am I doing good? Am I doing bad? There's so many emotions you can have, sad, happy, whatever. But the natural reaction, as we know, is good.
Yeah. It's just what you're supposed to say.
But, I don't, the point is, I don't think people actually think about it realistically. Like, you're not sitting there driving your car. You're like, how am I actually feeling today? Am I tired? Am I energetic? Am I excited about, you don't really think about it. You just go about your day. I think
about it a lot.
What's that?
I feel like I take a self-inventory pretty regularly.
No, I think I do too, but but point,
also I don't. But then when people ask me, no, come on, not like, well, it could be better, blah 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 blah. Like, that's for your friends. That's for your real close friends when you're having like a thing. Certainly not for passing conversation or openings of podcasts. How you doing? Like, well, listen,
I wouldn't even. I mean, it's almost for like a therapist. Like, realistically, like even a friend, if he's like, well, I guess friends. Depends on the situation.
I guess you don't really have like, you got a family now. You don't drink anymore. You don't just like belly up to bar with a buddy and be like, what's going on? How's shit?
I couldn't tell us. I bellied up to a bar. Even before a family. I guess the belly up to the bar would have been the comedy stuff. That's
Can you give me 1 second?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Tell the world how you're feeling.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little tired. I'm always tired though. That's the thing. You're always tired. You guys know this who have kids. You're just, especially babies. I do laugh because dudes, I say this all the time. Dudes so get it. Dudes so get when you have little kids, how much it sucks realistically a lot of the time. And women just have rose-colored glasses of like, oh, I miss the early baby stages. It's like, do you? Do you miss all the vomit and all the crying and the lack of sleep and the constant chaos? No. But like dudes get it. Dudes always get it, which is always so funny to me.
Well, Andy, things are going great over here suddenly. My wife just got the news that the job that she's been waiting on has come through. She's got a new job. She hates her current job. So that's
a good.
Yeah. It's really the latter more than obviously these two are very intertwined, but I think the leaving the current job is gonna reduce a lot of stress and anxiety. But of course, will it? Women for like a week and a half. The break in between jobs will be where we get like, oh, this is gonna be great, and then you're like, this is really hard. Blah, blah, blah. But anyway,
no, you're right. You're right.
This moment
is good.
We're like, things are good. She just found out, so I just wanted to. I also had a cup of coffee sitting on the counter waiting for me that I forgot about. So I got a cup of coffee and congratulated my wife.
Well, women are they're just so erratic, man. Like emotionally, and we're for the most part even keel. Even when like dudes lose our shit, like we can bring it back.
This kind of circles back to the beginning of the thing with like the good, and my joke is obviously based on the joke that I used to do is women will tell you how they're actually doing and men don't. But I also think there's part of that is true because I'm stressed, I'm kind of dealing with some shit, I'm whatever. I can still honestly answer like good. Because like I don't have cancer, I'm not currently on crutches, I didn't lose a parent recently, I don't, I'm not in jail. So like I feel like baseline shit could be like whatever, and guys are just like good. But a woman's like, I'm not really loving my job right now, and it's pretty stressful. And I'm like, yeah, that's still good. You're fine. You should reply good here.
Yeah, in the grand scheme, that's what I always say. It's like
guys more big picture.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that shit starts young, man.
I feel very blessed,
You do. It starts young. As far like I talk about all the time. My neighbor, I see, and because he's got 2 little girls too. I was like, don't you see it? You see it at the youngest age. Like you see how a 2-year-old is acting. You're like, that's the same as a 35-year-old. Like I'm forecasting the future of like your days wrecked because I turned off Paw Patrol.
Right.
Whereas like you're saying about a woman, like her day's wrecked because they put the wrong name on her Starbucks coffee.
Right.
Same thing.
Meanwhile, we grow up and it's like, are you hurt or are you injured? It's like, well, I mean, I could be injured. Right now, I just feel hurt.
Yeah, there's definitely
Are you good though? Yeah, coach, I'm good. And then we send that for the rest of our lives. We're just like, I'm good.
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I even noticed that when I coached just those 3 years, like a couple of times, I'm like, man, you sure? You look like you might be pretty injured, man.
Yeah.
Like I know you're a 4th grader.
It's amazing how early in life we learn just like, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm good. You good? I'm good.
Well, I think obviously you go to the highest levels now athletically. I mean, God knows, especially football players. God knows what these guys are playing with,
right?
As far as head injuries,
yeah.
Like, and right, like you just like, what are you playing through?
I saw a great video the other day on, and I think, and listen, the conversation around masculinity and toxic masculinity and all this stuff is very it's annoying to hear. It's an annoying conversation, but I think it is like a conversation that it's good that it's ever come up. Like, it's like the idea of like toxic masculinity, like essentially not being discussed until 5 years ago is pretty wild. But the TikTok was from this, I don't know if he's a gay man or just, a man in touch with his like emotions, or a man in touch with like common sense. But he was just basically like, so the NFL solved CTE. They made these helmets that you can put on your helmet and you'll just basically assuredly not ever getting CTE, and no one wears it because they just don't want to look dumb.
Well, they do look ridiculous, but I have felt like I've seen more this year.
Yeah, you see more. But you've seen, I mean...
Well, how foolproof is that helmet?
I think pretty foolproof.
Really? I've always wondered that. What's
funny is they all wear them in practice.
They
all wear them in training camp.
It's just because they don't want to look dumb?
Yeah.
All right. I just put in the chat GPT. They're better than most helmets, but they can't. They can't fully prevent. Oh no, they went to the modern helmets. Never mind. All right, I'll do this deep dive of my own. But like,
I'll also say this, and I'm like I have to imagine that if you go 2 regular helmets, 1 helmet and 1 fucking new helmet, 2 I would just imagine like the shock waves that are hitting each other just drastically, exponentially decrease if you have one. If you then have both, if one guy with one of those helmets is hitting another, I gotta imagine we could bring back helmet to helmets if we wanted.
okay, they're called Guardian caps.
Yeah.
Here's a quick answer.
Which is what I used to call condoms when I was in college.
I used to just say pull and pray. What a condom. They reduce concussion risk. They're not CTE proof.
Okay.
So here's some numbers. Again, this is the NFL's data, so you take this for what it's worth.
Yeah, yeah.
Reduced impact force by about 10 to 20% when one player is wearing them. Reduce the impact force by 20 to 30% if both players are wearing them. So, obviously they do help. But yeah, I think that's why people don't wear them. By the way, that starts young. Dude, that starts so young. There was a kid, because sometimes kids have to wear helmets.
Yeah.
Like when they're little and then like for certain brains or head and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they grow out of it. There was a kid in Isla's daycare, like I'm talking like baby, like 6 months old.
Yeah, the cranial like adjustment helmet.
Brittany literally took it, made a joke when she's like, "What's up with that helmet head kid?" I'm like, "Dude, it starts young."
Yeah.
She's calling him helmet head. I was like, "Well, clearly he's got an issue." And sure enough, like he was out of it in 6 months.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, my niece had to wear one for 5 months.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like, she wasn't being mean, but even just being like, "Hey, are you talking about helmet?"
But like, remember, how about, think about you in college or post-college or whatever, and you go out to a restaurant with your buddy. He's like, "I'll do the Caesar salad." You're like, "Gay!" I remember Pizza Star had a joke. He was like, "Eating a salad doesn't make me gay. You know what makes me gay? Eating a salad and then sucking cock. That's what makes me gay."
Well, again, I'm in a group chat with brothers that you wouldn't be surprised about what people are called gay for. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, guys, I'd love to wear a Guardian cap, but I got 5 brothers, so I'm just gonna get CTE. I'm just gonna die at 46.
I'm just gonna be eating like Bill Walton, eating a bowl of cereal on the floor at 45. I just don't want my brothers to call me gay. I just can't take it.
Yeah. Jim McMahon's like, "Listen, whatever happens, I'll always be cool. Even at 51, when I'm eating pudding with a plastic spoon, I'll have fucking pit vipers and a headband on."
Yeah,
because I'm a badass. You know what immediately fucking kills the badass vibe? Eating through a straw. Being hand fed by your male nanny.
Yeah, you basically revert back to being a baby.
Yeah.
Like you do.
You know what's gay? When you're an adult and another adult is feeding you.
Or changing your diaper.
Yeah, or wiping your ass.
That's pretty gay, man.
I don't want to wear a Guardian cap. That shit is gay. Instead, at 53 years old, I'll have another man wipe my asshole.
I would love to hear the Guardian cap conversations on these teams. And you know what's crazy? I don't really watch it. I don't think I've ever seen one in college. Or high school? Like, is the NFL the only one even attempting to do this?
I don't know.
Like, you just don't see them. You don't see them anywhere. Did you watch any of last night's game?
I did. Did you watch any of last night's game?
What's that?
Did you watch any of last?
Yeah. No, I had it on.
Okay.
I'm just
I'll
asking.
tell here. I'll give you a weird thing from last night's game. Found myself rooting for the Cowboys.
You know what's weird? You know what's weird?
Which is hard. I mean,
I kind of did too. I don't know why.
I can explain why. I had to do a deep dive on my emotional state. And I was like, okay, first of all, I hate Lions fans at this point. And I actively root against the Lions because of the delusion and the just the boldness that came with them having their first ever winning season. And two, the second part of that is I was like, ooh, I kind of want the Cowboys to do Cowboys things and like barely miss the playoffs or like make the playoffs and get boat raced in the first round or like I was just like, for me as a Giants fan, the Cowboys being better but still not good enough to do anything of consequence is better than if they lose out the rest of their games. And so I was like, and for that reason, I'm rooting for the Cowboys. I was like, the Cowboys missing the playoffs because they have a tie, or the Cowboys somehow sneaking in, which now will not happen, into the playoffs by winning the division over the Eagles and then like getting boat raced in the first round. Be even better than if they went 0-16, 0-17, 0-16-1.
Well, you were like really analyzing. For some reason, I don't even know why. I just was like, I kind of want to see the Cowboys win tonight because I think it would get even crazier for the playoffs for not just the NFC East, but the entire NFC playoff picture. I like, we had a right.
So we double cursed the Cowboys, and of course they lost.
Yeah. So we had a listener, right, who was saying he didn't like the parody recently, where it's like, I do. Like I find a lot of intrigue in the situation right now with like,
I find a lot of intrigue in going into the playoffs going like, I have no real idea who's going to win the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I love that. That's what makes sports exciting. That's why like, people convinced themselves again. We went over this last episode. That's why people convinced themselves they loved March Madness. It was not based in reality, but it's why they convinced themselves of it.
Well, the upsets, the early round ones are fun.
Sure.
Because you don't know what's going to happen there. But yeah, I think it's been so flipped upside down this year. How could you not? I guess some people want to root against the Chiefs or the Patriots or, pick a team. They want to root against the dynasties.
It's funny. That's something. And I mean, it is what it is. I think people hate great teams and greatness. And I think that's what's behind a lot of the, LeBron hate and the Chiefs hate and the whatever, like, the Dodgers hate even. Obviously, it's a little bit different because it's not that there is not an even playing field there. But and we've talked about this before, but when you're out in the world doing stand-up comedy, especially when you're in a place like Vegas and you're doing a show every night and then you're meeting people every night and they know you got a sports podcast, I want to talk sports with you. Like the amount of people that just are like, I'm just sick of the Chiefs. Just sick of the Chiefs. Listen, I was very anti-Patriots when they were doing. The Patriots were cheating. We've covered this. Caught repeatedly. And their fans were dickheads that refused to admit it. Complete and total assholes and refused to admit it. I never hated the Warriors. I didn't hate the Warriors. I didn't hate the, whoever's like these dominant. I didn't hate Alabama. I understand like rooting against them, but being like, I just fucking hate the Chiefs. It's like, why you just hate greatness? It's always weird to me. And then, this is an easy transition into the LeBron story. I mean, you see it all the time. It's like people celebrating that his streak is over, and you're like, sorry for being the best ever. I'll try not to do that again.
Or to me, minimizing the streak as if it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I've seen that as in like, oh, now LeBron stands are going to say how many consecutive games has somebody scored 8 points. And I'm like, guys, this is ridiculous because here's what's fascinating to me on the LeBron streak, right? So he goes almost 1,300 games, 1,297 games with double digits. Do you know who's second?
Like Michael Jordan at like 800.
866, Jordan.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, we're talking 400 plus more games.
We're talking a third, like we're talking 50% more games.
And here, the current longest active double-digit streak now that LeBron ended it last night
is like Kevin Durant with like 400 or something like that.
Not even close. Kevin Durant at 267.
Yeah. So Kevin Durant will catch him if he plays 14.
Well, I have it right in front of me. To match James' streak, Durant, who's currently 37, would need to play until he's nearly 50.
Yeah. Now listen, SGA is on just a heater of all heaters where I think he might. Hey, I don't want to say he might. He's got a chance to break the 20-point consecutive games streak. And cool, great. He probably won't if we're like, it's one of these things where it's like, if you're betting on it, I'd bet he won't. But it's just the hate. If you want to have an opinion that LeBron James is the second greatest basketball player of all time because you're a brainwashed Michael Jordan, Hanes wearing, fucking Gatorade drinking, McDonald's eating stan, fine. But hating LeBron James' greatness is just you're just not a sports fan. I mean, we've never seen extended dominance like this in any sport.
It's again, it's just such a remarkable streak to have double digits that long, and I think to add to that is the fact that he's not I got to shoot it 40 times a game. I mean, the
streak ending the way it did.
That's what I'm saying.
Beautiful.
It's fitting. The streak ends on an assist for a game-winning 3.
The thing that here's now I'll pivot quickly to just like the LeBron greatness thing. The ultimate mark of LeBron James greatness, the thing that to me, if I was having this GOAT conversation with someone whose opinion I respected and wanted to talk about it reasonably, I would just be like, LeBron James is 4th all time in assists. And then we would shake hands, we'd pour a glass of wine, and we'd have ourselves a nice dinner where we don't have to discuss this anymore. Because what the fuck are we talking about? The all-time leading scorer in NBA history who has this streak we're just talking about, ends this streak on a game-winning assist like he's done so many times. He's 4th all-time in assists, I believe.
Well, again, haters, like I'm looking right now. I was perusing out of curiosity the comments underneath.
Yeah, 4th behind Hall of Fame point guards John Stockton, Chris Paul, and Jason Kidd. And you know what? He might pass Jason Kidd. He might.
I mean, listen to this comment somebody posted underneath the story on The Athletic. It's a pointless stat. I wouldn't exactly put the streak up there with Cal Ripken's game streaks or size win record. Just a boring stat. It's like a random record they mentioned during the game. It's not at all. Like I could not disagree more. Again, double digits
First of all, what the fuck does Cy Young's win stats have to do with anything? We're talking about,
and also, yeah, I don't care about baseball 100 years ago.
yeah, we're talking about that's not a longevity stat in any sense of the thing. That's just guys throwing fucking turnips at each other and then being like, well, I guess Cy got the win today. Cy or Ty? Coy, Cy, Ty, Mike, Tim, fucking who gives a shit? Cal Ripken's streak did not include him getting a hit in each one of those games, did not include him getting a assist in each of those games, did not include him getting a, that's literally just him showing up, which, by the way, nothing taking away from Cal Ripken's streak. But for you to bring that up as a comparison, LeBron James played those games and contributed in a way that is just a basic standard for like, okay, well, you talk about any NBA game and you go, oh, they had 12 guys in double digits. Oh, they five. They're all the starters scored in double digits. Oh, it's not like they go 15. It's not like they go 7. It's not like it's a very baseline. Oh, you contributed to this game significantly. You scored in double digits.
Well, here's what I always find very peculiar as far as the longevity. It's very, people just want to cherry pick. It's bizarre to me. So, like, for example, this notion that it's not impressive, and you'll see this as a narrative for people on LeBron. It's like, it's not impressive that he played this long. And I'm like, the fuck it's not.
Yeah.
like you're an idiot. You're just an idiot. But the reason I say cherry pick, it's like, but yet Tom Brady does it and it's championed, which also it should be, just like LeBron. And everyone's like loving it. Tom Brady's still playing. Tom Brady's still playing. Or take Eli, your boy. I'll have his back from it. Same thing. It's like Eli plays this many games in a row and somehow that's minimized because he played on a lot of bad teams. That's not his fault.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like these longevity or these quote unquote streaks are very cherry picked, where both of our mindsets are anybody playing consecutively games, putting up stats for this long should be championed. End of story.
And also, if it's not impressive, why doesn't everybody just do it?
Exactly.
Why doesn't everybody just do it? All of these, we see all of these guys leave the game and immediately become coaches, become announcers, become analysts. Listen, if you want to say this X player could have done it, but he didn't want to, he walked away at the top of his game and whatever. And, you know, he went David Schwimmer where he got his friend's money and you never saw him again. Great. Show me those 10 guys. But the majority of them desperately want to play, desperately want to be around the game, desperately want to be. I was watching the Knicks Bucks game when I was in Vegas, and they showed how Rajon Rondo is like a assistant bench coach on the Bucks. And he's like, and I'm like, how much money did Rajon Rondo make where he's going to be the 5th coach on an NBA team? And it's like, he made plenty of money. He just demands to be around the game. So essentially, every single NFL, NBA, MLB guy that goes into coaching or being an analyst, they couldn't do what LeBron James did. Because if they could do it, they would have done it. You think fucking these guys who are coaches are like, all I want is the same amount of travel and watching the same amount of tape, but I want to be paid 1/100th of what I was making when I was in the league. I just want to teach young players.
Or on top of that, or it's a combination of they couldn't do it or they didn't put in the effort. Like
Right.
Like the truth is, we know what LeBron just
Bro, but
financially
here's the thing.
puts into his body in the offseason.
You could have all the effort in the fucking world. Like, LeBron is the single hardest working player of all time? Probably not. Probably not. But there's something to also the freakish physical specimen that he is. You want to go out and go, Kobe Bryant. No one worked harder than Kobe Bryant. Apparently not on his Achilles.
Yeah. Well, like I was just getting at, like they're also, and obviously LeBron has $1 billion, whatever he's got. I don't know what he actually has, but there is something to guys who they're literally investing in themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, even though LeBron has all the money in the world, he doesn't have to put $3 million or whatever he puts into his body in the offseason. That's all. Like you should get credit for that too. Literally putting your money where your mouth is. In this case, money where your body is. Just say, look, man, I don't have to put 7 figures into my body, but I do
because I know it'll come back
100%.
Yeah.
You're just
it's the LeBron hate is it's lame.
Again, this sort of streak accomplishment.
LeBron's a bitch. He could never play when Jordan did. Well, Jordan retired because he was physically and mentally exhausted.
But again,
his words.
We're not going to change those people. And I don't personally, I don't care at this point. It's like, I'm not going to change your opinion. And again, I think it's ludicrous. I think it's reckless to just minimize like this, like minimize a streak that realistically, who's breaking it? Like
no one. How would someone break it? What are we talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
Foul trouble, injury early in a game, age. He started as a fucking teenager. He's retiring when he's 40.
The last time, I'm sure you saw this, but I'm just going to read it because it's pretty wild. The last time LeBron scored under 10 before yesterday, Twitter was less than a year old. Bronny was 2 years old.
So this is what year? 2007, I think, right?
I'm not sure. Bronny was 2 years old. Cooper Flagg was 15 days old. George W. Bush was the president.
I think it was 2007. So rough estimate. All you have to do is take first things first. First things first. Percentage of NBA players who play 18 years. Start there. Okay? Start there.
Yeah, that's a good point. You got to play at least 18 years. It was January 5th, 2007 was the last time he was held.
We're a month away from 19 years.
I mean, I'm just reflecting on my own life since 2007, January 5th. I mean, January 5th, 2007, I was still living in Las Vegas.
I'm still living in New York.
I wasn't even in LA yet. I moved to LA about 5-6 months later. Like, I mean, that's crazy for me to think. It's like January 5th, 2007. I was working at Caesar's Palace. Like, that's how long ago that was. That's insane to me. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is. Don't be a douchebag about it.
You know what? Here's my other huge thing. The guy who fucking it's not a big deal for, it's specifically a big deal for that guy. He's like, hey babe, gotta bro it, mow the lawn. She's like, cool fucking story, bro. He's like, I'm just saying, you know.
I see what you're saying. In his own personal life.
Yeah, his own personal life. He's fucking like, look at what I've done.
Yeah.
And what he's done is nothing compared to what LeBron James has done. Nothing. Every single thing, every guy who criticizes LeBron James's record is proud of doing is pathetic in comparison. I'm sorry. Put 2 kids through college. Cool story, bro.
And you know, here's something crazy. Like I really wasn't even like, I've heard about it, but the truth is I hadn't really followed. I don't think because they didn't talk about it. This streak in general. It was just undervalued, underplayed, underdiscussed, all those things. It really was.
Because here's why. Because it was fucking 8 years ago that he passed Michael Jordan. The last time anybody was like,
you're right.
Oh. And now the only other time they're going to talk about it is when it's over.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's definitely true. It'll be interesting to see how this whole discussion plays out in the future. Like 10 years from now, 15 years from now.
Well, hopefully 20 years from now, all the fucking dorks will be dead.
Yeah, but again, you know, this stuff gets passed down generationally.
Yeah, but then those people will just be fucking guys who drive antique cars and guys who still fucking like, oh yeah, but I don't know. I still really like a blah, blah, blah. You're like, okay, shut up.
Yeah. I don't know. Like the Lakers are surprisingly doing well, huh?
Why surprisingly? They have LeBron James, they have Luka.
I don't know. I just felt like there wasn't as much hype. Maybe I'm just completely wrong there.
Well, there was not. They're doing well. They'll also lose the West by 14 games behind the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
The Thunder are winning the NBA title unless SGA has a devastating injury or the Knicks get Giannis. And even then, they could very well still win.
I know. It's just when LeBron was out, obviously he's older. Obviously you have Luka, but like Austin Reeves was like.
Yeah, Austin Reeves is legit.
Yeah,
He's
man.
playing well.
They got the white boys over there in the Lakers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty wild how Austin Reeves' career has played out. Like the player he's blossomed into.
Yeah. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. Is he settled? Do you know his personal life?
I don't.
Is he married? Has he got a
girl?
girl?
I don't think so. I don't think he's married. I don't know if he's got a girl.
Don't settle, bro.
I could inquire. I can inquire at the office next week.
You should. Don't settle though, man.
Well, he's young.
That's my advice to you youngins. Just like enjoy life for a bit. Don't settle.
I feel like Andy's trying to tell us something this episode.
No, I'm not trying to tell you anything. I like. Do I have moments where I am like, oh, it'd be nice to not be so old having young kids? Yeah, but also I'm like, you know, what do they say? No regrets. It's like, yeah, I really don't have any.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, just like young kids, just not that they're settling young. I don't think they are. I'm just my advice is like, if I'm a young guy, just enjoy life, man.
Well, the good news is when you're a multimillionaire, it's a lot easier to enjoy life, even if you have young kids.
That's true.
Somebody else just takes care of them.
What are they doing with Giannis? Is he actually on the move, or like what's
Well,
going on?
listen, it feels like out 1 to 2 weeks with injury. This feels a little sus.
Yeah.
Now, I was having lunch the other day. My favorite little sushi.
With Giannis?
No.
Okay.
My favorite little sushi spot in Ventura. I like to go in for the lunch special. And I'm sitting there at the sushi bar and I'm watching the TV, and they're talking about how he said that the Knicks was the only place that he wanted to go other than Milwaukee. Now, this is a mute situation. This is the TV on mute. So I didn't get to actually hear it. That's just what I saw in the headlines. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to dig into the rumors and the hearsay and the whatever, especially these days. I mean, the amount of people that sent me Abdul Carter is out for watching porn in the Giants meetings, that I was like, guys, this is fake. The amount of people, 12, 15. So I don't do a lot of like getting on Twitter and reading the fake stories or whatever. If that's true, though, it's an interesting development, because I think the obvious answer here is the Knicks also have a maxed out player in Karl Anthony Towns, who has been nice on the Knicks, but I think everybody can agree is not close to the player that Giannis is. Giannis does, so much more defensively, scores more. Obviously, not the outside threat that Cat is, but it would be a pretty easy 1-to-1 contract thing. The Knicks throw in a bunch of picks and you go for it, which, again, we've talked a lot about, ring or bust situations. The New York Knicks, of all the teams, with their history and Madison Square Garden and whatever, the idea that the Knicks position themselves to be the next Oklahoma City Thunder that can win over time. Fuck all that shit. Get your goddamn ring and bottom out for 5 years if you have to. Who gives a shit? It's a completely different situation. So I would obviously be all for it.
Well,
to some limit. Obviously, you don't give them 40 first rounders or anything.
I mean,
I don't think it guarantees you a championship with the Oklahoma City Thunder being how good they are.
So what is the history here? Like in the offseason, it's kind of what now revealed that he was discussing possibly being traded or wanting to be traded. Is that true?
Yeah. I mean, we don't
know.
We have no idea what's true, Andy.
Okay.
None of this stuff is going to be. You'll never have an answer on it unless it comes out after the fact in somebody's like book or podcast interview or something like that, where he or the GM or whoever says.
How old is he?
He's got to be 32. I'm going to say 32.
He's 30.
Even better.
He will be 31 tomorrow.
Okay.
I didn't realize he was still that young.
Yeah.
I guess when you come in the league that young. It feels like a change is kind of in the works, or maybe good for him at this stage of his career.
Well, what do you
right?
What's your other move here? What's your other move if you're Giannis? Just hoping Milwaukee gets it together?
So I'm saying he's already got a chip there.
Yeah, your Milwaukee legacy is set.
You quote unquote have done your time. I mean, I don't know how to put it.
Yeah. Listen, Milwaukee won their championship because they had Giannis. The idea with let's just take the West out of it. Let's just talk with the East. The Knicks, with the team that they have, the Heat with the franchise they have, the Celtics with both, Indy with, Indy to me feels a little bit more sus when you got an injury coming off. They've already let guys go, but let's put that's at least 3. And I would say Indy would be fair to say, if they get Halliburton back next year, that they immediately jump back as above the Bucks. The future of the Magic, you're not really in a position where over the next 5 years, unless something happens the other way, where all of a sudden some player that is the perfect complement to Giannis decides he really wants to go to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And so then we're talking about, and again, let's just remove LeBron James, freak athlete, unheard of specimen from the thing. 5 years from now, he's 35. You're at the end of your career. You're at the end of your career. That's it.
Yeah. I agree. It's I don't know. It's just like I was just looking like, I mean, you've been at, what is this, 12th year now? Like, go somewhere else, try to get another chip. You already got the one title in the small market. You got you have what, 2 MVPs? You got like I can check a lot of boxes for him is what I'm saying. It'd be nice to check a second title in a new team.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good for the league, to be honest. And by the way, I think it's great that he won a title in Milwaukee. I think that's great. I was actually there. I was there, and I didn't go to a game. I was there that weekend. Got on a couch, or not when they won, but during the finals. I mean, you felt the energy of the city, right? You feel it when they're in a finals. It was nice. Maybe that's because I was just wrecked on edibles. I felt some good energy. I had 0.5 milligrams, and I was feeling good.
Listen, not everybody can be LeBron James and do it forever. And not everybody has the like GOAT status to just be like, not only am I going to do it forever, but I'm going to do it forever in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, Miller Lite has that. Miller Lite's been doing it for 50 years in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And Giannis is a great basketball player. But Miller Lite's more like the LeBron James of beers.
It's a great segue, Mr. Prano. That's a professional right there. Pull out that Miller Lite. Yes, they have. They've been doing it for 50 years.
That's why it's gold, Andy. It's the golden anniversary.
And what better time of the year than now to celebrate Miller Lite? Family and friends. It's the holidays. Look at that. It's glowing, Mr. Prano.
It's glowing. It's glowing.
Talk about good energy. I will. I'm going to go to my brothers again tonight. We're going to watch the state championship at my brother's house for our high school, and I'm bringing over some Miller Lite.
You got it.
Again, like I said, it's the holidays. You're with family.
And Andy, you have you got a lot going on. You got 2 kids. You're going to have to get 3 different kinds of pizza from 8 different kinds of restaurants. You're going to be carrying like 16 small pies instead of just getting 1 large pie. Your hands are full. So just remember, if you want Miller Lite at the party, but you don't want to have to wrangle it, you can go to MillerLite.com/dirty sports, have it delivered.
So true. Don't even have to leave the house. The best holiday beers are the ones you don't expect. This is very true. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/dirty sports to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. 'Tis Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. And you know what? I'll just say this, Miller. You guys do what you want. I mean, you got the golden can. You maybe a Giannis can.
Ooh.
Celebrate. You've celebrated 50 years. Celebrate his career as a Buck. I don't know what that can would look like.
It'd also be tall.
It could. That's true. It's very true. How are we feeling heading into this week? This week 14 NFL. How are we feeling?
I feel great. My team is a goddamn nightmare disaster. Is on a bye, so this is my favorite week of the NFL.
Oh, you guys finally got a bye.
Yeah, this is my favorite weekend of the season every year. Now there is a downside to this. My NFL Sunday will be haunted by both of my shithead backup quarterbacks being on broadcasts. Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston's reportedly broadcasting as part of their bye week
together.
Yeah. No, not together. Not together. Separately. And I don't know which of those reports is true.
So this is the future for these guys?
Yeah.
Who's more cringe?
Well, for sure, Russell's more cringe. But Jameis is right there, which is crazy. I mean, you saw the Jameis TikTok? By the way, the tweet I put up on Dirty Sports about that's a banger. And in past in Twitter of yore, that's a banger. Instead, we get 3 likes because Twitter's dead.
No, I'm just looking at it now.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No. I mean, he's so. Russell's cringe, but like Jameis, I know I just said like Jameis is just he's so. It just annoys me, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't annoy me or aggravate me, but it does.
It aggravates me too. I also hate the rewriting of Jameis's like history. I saw a post the other day. This guy was like, you know what's sad about the Jameis thing? Because it was in response to the Jameis. By the way, if you guys haven't seen it, Jameis put up a TikTok. There's a TikTok trend about in your 20s, this is going to happen to you, and don't make sure you whatever. He put up a LOL. In your 20s, you're going to walk by the seafood section at a Publix. Just keep walking or whatever. A reference to obviously him stealing crab legs. And I saw somebody put up a tweet, and they were like, you know what's so sad about the Jameis thing? If this happened today with NIL, Jameis and Publix would have a fucking multi-million-dollar sponsorship deal. And everybody in the comments was like, so true, so true. Yeah. And I wrote in there, I was like, well, he certainly wouldn't have one with Uber because of the time he sexually assaulted an Uber driver in college. Like,
I think he did that with the I think he did that with the Bucks, by the way. I mean, that was later. So
whatever.
He had two different instances.
Yeah. Whatever the fucking thing is. The rewriting of multiple accused essayer and rapist Jameis Winston is fucking ludicrous.
Look, I agree. I think people want to. It's always bizarre to me. They want to ignore it. We've talked about it a million times. I find it again, always very interesting. Like the athletes we don't want to ignore, the athletes we do, or celebrity in general. It's just like I don't know. It's just it's bizarre that people just want to ignore those things, or just again, like I feel like it takes. It's always fascinating to me, like who they're deciding who's so interesting or funny. Like I just don't get it. I'll never get it.
Well, Andy, imagine being a stand-up comic these days. Jameis Winston is the crowd work comedians of quarterbacks. Make that a goddamn title.
It's a long title. I'd have to really shorten that.
Yeah. You could just make it Jameis is a crowd work comedian.
We've had a lot of Jameis titles.
Okay. We won't do it. My point is this. The daily, like I've had it with people who, I mean, I put Eddie on, and when Eddie and I were in Vegas this weekend, Eddie was like, "Who are you talking about?" And I was like, "You don't know who I'm talking about?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, he's only got 5 million Twitter followers or Instagram followers." And he looked up this comedian. He's like, "What is this?" I was like, one of the most famous comedians in the world. And he's like, how? Why? And I'm like, I don't know. People think Jameis Winston's funny.
Oh, you guys were talking about a comic.
Yeah. And Eddie's like, I don't know the name that you're saying. And I was like, well, he's got 5 million Instagram followers.
Is it a crowd work person?
Yeah. Crowd work and auto-tune. You know it is.
I know who it is. He has 5 million.
Yeah. And Eddie's like, why have I never, like, how is this a thing? And I was like, how is people thinking Jameis eating his own fingers funny? I don't fucking know. The internet's insane.
It is crazy. All right, let's get to some picks here. Battle of the Birds. Seahawks, Falcons. Seahawks right in the thick of that number 1 seed too.
It's just crazy. The Sam Darnold.
It is fascinating.
The Sam Darnold career arc is insane.
It's insane.
It's weird. It's like Sam Darnold, and I've made this comparison before, but it's Sam Darnold is on his second version of Carson Palmer on the Cardinals.
Yeah, but Carson Palmer had a lot more success
early in his career,
individually and team wise. Now they weren't winning playoff games, but like they had some squads. Darnold was on garbage Jets teams, man. Well, you know, they're big favorites. They're on the road. They're in Atlanta. They're 7-point favorites. I don't know who's playing quarterback for. I guess Kirk Cousins is still playing. Whatever. 7's a big spread. Don't care. Seahawks is kicking teams' asses. I think they do again.
Yeah, I think that they do as well. Again, I base this. You can give me the prisoner of the moment fucking title or whatever. But I base this solely on they lost to the Jets last week. What the fuck are we talking about?
He still throws a lot of picks, you know. Sam Darnold still has 10 interceptions.
Yeah. Which, by the way, isn't a lot of picks 10 years ago.
It is now.
Right.
Like him and Josh Allen both have 10 picks.
Yeah. He also has, and you balked at me when I said this, a month ago, the best receiver in the league.
I'm still balking at you.
Okay. Well, he's going to break every goddamn receiving season record that's pretty much ever been held.
Is he?
I think so. If they don't fucking sit him down the stretch. I think he went over 1,200 yards last week or something.
Well, he has over 1,300.
Yeah.
He's young. He's not the best receiver in the league, dude. You talk about prisoner of the moment.
He's the best receiver in the league right now.
He's better than Jamar Chase?
Right. Today?
No.
No?
He's just not.
Okay. I love that we're all like the Sam Darnold thing, and then they're like, Well, I mean, come on. Jamar Chase. You didn't have what? Joe Burrow? Is that
Look, Jamar Chase this is year 5. He won the Triple Crown last year.
okay? We did this like 3 years ago with fucking Cooper Kupp. Remember what happened after he won the Triple Crown?
Are you really gonna do this right now?
What?
There's no comparison to Cooper Kupp and Jamar. Cooper Kupp was a 3rd-round pick. Jamar Chase was top 5. He came in the league and instantly was a star. Come on, man. You're making me defend a Cincinnati Bengals player.
I'm not making you defend it. I'm just saying right now, every goddamn week, the guy catches a long touchdown pass. He's playing with Sam Darnold in Seattle. He's gonna he might break the season record.
Okay, you make me pull this shit up now. He's definitely leading the league in receiving yards. Touchdowns, Devontae Adams is leading. He's tied for 5th. Receptions, he's right there. He's still behind Chase, who missed a game. He's behind Puka, Christian McCaffrey, Trey McBride. I mean, he's having a great year. He's leading the league in.
I'm just saying the way the NFL is, this like be a year ahead, not a year behind. Who you want the next 5 years?
Who do I want the next 5 years?
Yeah, Jamar Chase.
Well, one's younger. Hold on. I mean, that's tough. Jamar Chase is in year 5. I mean, our phone is blowing up with Justin. Justin Wood is.
I'm just saying the defense of he won the Triple Crown. So did Cooper Kupp. That was my only response.
That is
also, by the way, Cooper Kupp won the Super Bowl MVP in that fucking Super Bowl, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. So he won the Super Bowl MVP
I'm not trying
in
to
the
diss
game
Cooper Kupp
against the fucking Bengals. All of a sudden, this is a Cooper Kupp trashing machine.
I'm not trashing Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
Cooper Kupp also was in the Sean McVay system, man.
I understand. I'm not out here standing Cooper Kupp as the best receiver in the league. I'm just saying the defense of he won the Triple Crown. I'm actually doing what you guys are doing to me. I did it to you first.
No, Jamar Chase.
I was like, okay, Cooper Kupp won the fucking Triple Crown.
If you look
and then you're going, well, we're comparing it. I go, exactly my point.
No, my point is this: historically, now there's that. Like, if he's doing this if he's doing the same thing by year 5 with 2 more seasons of this, which is doable, but you never know what happens with injury. All I'm saying is Jamar Chase. If you look at the first 5 years, pending, God forbid, an injury, God knows the Ruther curse is just going to float out there. But like, God forbid an injury, Jamar Chase after this weekend, I already just saw it, is going to join. It's a small list. Guys who've caught 1,000 yards the first 5 years. You know how small that list is? Guess what the list is? Jerry Rice ain't on it. That list, 1,000 yards first 5 years.
Well, we know Mike Evans is on it.
Mike Evans, Randy Moss, AJ Green. I think there's one more that I'm missing.
Andre Johnson.
And that's it. It's like, and that's all I'm saying is that like, it's a small list, man. Oh, here it is. I have it here. Okay. Randy Moss, Mike Evans, AJ Green, and Justin Jefferson. That's the list. All time. 1,000 yards. And I'm not trying to knock, Smith and Jigbuk. How do I pronounce that?
I don't even think you should say it for safety purposes.
You're like, that didn't come out.
You know what? For the sake of us not getting our episodes pulled off of YouTube, Jamar Chase is the best receiver in the league.
Dude, he's great. He's fun to watch. I mean, look,
I'm just saying on the Seahawks with Darnold, I feel like it's the reason the Seahawks are good.
Well, they have a really good defense.
They have a really good defense, but offensively, they have Sam Darnold and JSN, which is what I'm going to insist you call him.
JSN, we can do that. Okay, so we agree his team whoops some ass this week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's a good segue because then the next game is Jamar Chase's team. This spread has bounced all over the place. It was 6.5, then it was 5.5. Now I've been kind of following. It's 6 now. Buffalo Bills in Orchard Park, New York. 4-8 Bengals, 8-4 Bills.
Bengals cover, Bills win, season over.
I agree. I fully agree with that. Even though our boy Justin Wood sent us a thing which had the Bengals losing, going to 4-9, but then finishing 8-9 and still winning the division.
8-9 is not winning the division.
I agree. I don't think it will. I mean, maybe. I don't think so. I think Pittsburgh or the Ravens, and I'm still thinking the Ravens win the division at 9-8. I think that's how it'll play out.
I'll take it one further. I'm going to take it one further just for our boy fucking Justin Jamar Chase, TJ Hushmanzada, his former GOAT until Jamar Chase got in the league. Bengals lose this week. Bengals lose another game this year. Bengals don't win 8 games.
I agree. I agree as well.
We don't really have to worry about it. And 7 games that win in the division.
I agree as well. That's what I think they finish. There's 5 games left. I think they go 3-2. I think they finish 7-10.
Now, they could win this game. I don't think they do.
For sure they could win.
And if you're a Bengals fan, nothing better than both of us picking against them for you. But alas, that's what I believe.
But we both think they cover. We both think they cover.
Yeah, I think they cover. I
think it's a big spread.
It feels crazy that it's 6.
It's a competitive game.
Yeah.
There's obviously history.
It almost makes me think it's the reason they fucking lose because I'm like 6. They definitely cover. They lose by 14. I'm like,
I mean, a guy died on the field the last time they played.
Yeah. Is that the last time they played?
No, it would have been the playoffs.
Okay.
And then the next year. I think they've played like 2 or 3 times since. I'm completely wrong in that. We were there.
Yeah, we were there.
All right. What else we got here? We got Titans Browns. Ooh, good one here.
Ooh-wee.
Can't wait to watch this one from Cleveland. The Browns are 4.5-point favorites. The Shador Sanders show continues. Dude, how did the Titans win a game? And they knocked so many people out of the Survivor when they beat the Cardinals. How did the Titans win a game? They are so bad. With that being said, they cover the spread.
No, they don't. I'm out on that.
Really?
I think you have a situation. I think you could have a Myles Garrett breaks the sack record this weekend situation.
He goes off.
I think this is I can't see the Titans scoring points in Cleveland. Now, Shador Sanders being the quarterback of the Browns is a factor, but when in doubt, bet against the Titans, which I will do.
All right. I think you got me reevaluating this, but I think, Myles Garrett might end Cam Ward's career. Okay. Battle of bad teams again. Commanders, Vikings in Minnesota. Washington's a 1.5 favorite.
What? Sorry, it's in. Where is it?
It's in Minnesota.
Jaden Daniels is back. I'll take the Commanders.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Dude came back from a dislocated elbow that soon?
It's not a throwing elbow.
All right. I'll take the Commanders as well. All right. Dolphins, Jets.
Let's go.
God, there's some shit games, huh? This one's in MetLife. The Finns are 2.5-point favorites on the road. The Jets have now won 3 games.
Mike McDaniel already thinking about driving by the Bada Bing post game should they win.
What a great little reference there. And if you don't get it, I'm sorry. Like, get yourself on some Sopranos is all I gotta say.
Which should be on Netflix any second now.
Is that how it's gonna work?
I joked about it. I was like, Warner Brothers is buying, Netflix is buying Warner Brothers, and then they're both joining the SEC. I think soon. To be totally honest with you, I think soon that you're gonna have a super conference that you pay $65 a month for.
It's called cable, but yeah.
Exactly.
I heard there's gonna be some serious pushback on this.
Okay.
Surprisingly, even from the current administration. That surprised me. That even they're like, hey man, this might be a little monopoly. So if Netflix.
By the way, speaking of the current administration, did you see the thing today? I mean, as far as hilarity goes.
I'm pulling up the old socials. What?
FIFA. FIFA.
Yeah.
One of the world's most corrupt organizations that's ever existed on planet Earth, invented the FIFA Peace Prize to give to Donald Trump.
Unbelievable.
They invented a peace prize. The FIFA Peace Prize.
Wait. So FIFA, the soccer organization, is now creating peace prizes?
Yeah, because Donald Trump really, really, really wanted the Nobel Peace Prize, which weirdly he didn't get for bombing boats full of Venezuelans or supporting a genocide. Weird. Anyway.
Or bombing Iran.
Yeah. So he didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Or giving more weapons to Ukraine. But
all the things. He didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. So FIFA created a peace prize.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I tweeted this morning. I was like, just in case you were wondering, is there a different FIFA besides the incredibly corrupt football federation? No, there is not. It's the same one. FIFA was like, hey, if you want, you can. We will also build you a stadium where you can hoist it, and we'll use slave labor. So,
like they did in
Qatar. Know. Yeah, pick any third world country, and I mean, you want to talk about all-time handshake deals between corrupt construction organizations. Both of them are just construction scam artists, right? That's all that both of these things do. One of them takes construction kickbacks to their own pockets under the guise of soccer, and one takes construction kickbacks into their own pockets under the guise of like New York skyscrapers and Atlantic City casinos that no longer exist. I mean, I know keep politics out of dirty sports, but it's FIFA, so I felt like it's worthy of talking about because we've talked at length about. By the way, I don't know if you heard, but the IOC is also thinking about giving him a peace prize.
Dude, FIFA is a clown show. So I'm looking, yeah, I guess they got the groups figured out for the World Cup.
Yeah. Except for some outlying wild cards that still exist, which we're hoping Italy gets into.
Let's bring on Majid, a little World Cup talk.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I prefer Nacho Helmet talk.
Yeah.
All right. So Dolphins, Jets. I am going to take the Dolphins to cover at 2.5 because this is classic Mike McDaniel. And it's like, hey, we're going to beat up on shitty teams.
Yes. I agree.
We're going to be 6-7. And everybody's like, oh, we're making the playoffs. That, by the way, that's what I have found funny about all this Bengals talk. Because, by the way, this is national. Like, there's a lot of chirping. Like, I saw Rich Eisen saying it. I saw somebody on ESPN. They're all like, they're going to, like, and again, maybe they do. I don't think they do. You don't think they do. But I just find it funny. I was like, oh, you guys are chirping about the Bengals. if the Bengals win this week and the Fins win, they still have a win less than the Dolphins, and they still have to play at Miami. I'm not saying Miami's that good, but it's like you said, like you project 2 more Bengals losses, and I'm like, yeah, you still have the Ravens,
Listen,
the Bills, and the Dolphins.
I love Joe Burrow. I love Jamar Chase. That being said, I'm going to do the same thing to Bengals fans right now that I did to Lions fans, and you guys and all the Lions fans in the dirty sports world came at me. And it's already kind of pre-happened with the Bengals. It happened prior, but when everybody was like, "Now you're hating on the Lions, the boys in the NFC Championship game," I go, and that was it. That was the high watermark. Getting in the NFC Championship game, having your coach single-handedly blow it. That's it. The idea that this is some sort like it would be you saying, I have gone through electroshock therapy and hypnosis to remove from my brain that they're the Lions, and this touch, like this sniff of greatness will now continue long term. Now the Lions have to fucking work to get into the playoffs. You're the Bengals. I'm sorry. It takes a special kind of delusion to be like, who's going to run the table and be the hottest team in football going into the playoffs.
I mean, they ran the table last year.
Bengals.
They won 5 games. They were the same position, and they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They were 4-8. They won 5 games.
Even the Bengals fans were like, "Oh, fucking, Zach Taylor." Oh. So Zach Taylor, you want Zach Taylor fired, or Zach Taylor just runs the table every year and gets you guys into the playoffs? Pick a goddamn lane.
Doesn't really matter. He's a lifer, bro. He's a lifer. That's how that organization is run. He's a lifer. I did joke real quick. I take a quick Bengals dig. The 2 teams in Cincinnati that were playing for Division I and Division II state finals, the Bengals let them use their bubble. And I was like joking to my brother. I was like, is this a downgrade for our high school?
Yeah.
Like our high school kids are like, these locker rooms are kind of shitty. Is this a downgrade? Are the high school kids like, what is this? These are the meals?
I mean, it was like, that's a borderline joke. Like we all know, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, it was a downgrade from college.
Oh, hands down. Hands down. Now, look, I will throw a caveat just in general. I think a lot of college programs have insane facilities, nicer than NFL, because it's privately funded, and also taxpayer. Like who knows how it's getting funded. But anyway, let's get through these picks. Okay, so are you taking the Jets or the Dolphins?
Yes.
As well. Okay, Saints Bucks. Bucks got a big, much-needed win last week. They are at home, and they are 8.5-point favorites against the Saints.
I'm going to take the Saints to cover.
Yeah, I'll take the Saints as well.
Bucks it feels like Bucks are playing every game fucking close at this point.
They are. Big one here. Jags, Colts.
Huge
for this division. I saw a fun stat. The Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014.
Wow.
Indy is a 1.5-point favorite. I saw another stat also. Jacksonville apparently has the best run defense. So you go against the stud running back, Jonathan Taylor. So we got a lot of things colliding here. Colts 1.5-point favorites. I'll take the Colts to win and cover.
I am going to as well. You gave all those stats, and I thought for sure you were giving it to me so you could take the Jags, to which I was going to hit you with the Lee Corso. Fun story. I'm taking the Colts. Yeah, I think this is, listen, last week, I thought for sure that was going to be not a dominating because they're not a dominant offensive team, but I thought it was going to be a much easier win for the Texans with the way their defense has been playing, Daniel Jones, whatever. And to me, I've been impressed by the Colts the whole year. I think everybody has been. And I can see them going and winning this game. And I do see them winning.
Yeah. Same as well. All right. Ravens Steelers. We talked about it earlier.
Here we go.
Explain this spread to me. And I don't like, it doesn't really, I've said this before, like, doesn't really matter. Aaron Rodgers, Mason Rudolph, doesn't really matter. It's in Baltimore. Baltimore's a 6-point favorite. I'm taking the Steelers to cover.
I am as well. Yeah. Almost seem it's borderline. We got a lot of Sixers this week.
Yeah.
It almost feels like a trap, but I'm gonna go. I'm with you.
All right, Broncos Raiders. Let Geno sit, please, Pete Carroll. Let him sit. Put him on the bench. Duct tape him. Put a handcuff. I don't know what it takes. Just put Geno Smith on the bench. I need to see somebody else. 7.5-point Raider favorites at home.
Broncos favorites at home.
What? Oh,
Broncos are favored, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, I was like,
Broncos are.
I don't
favorites.
think the Raiders are 7.5-point favorites if they come to Ohio to play your fucking high school team tomorrow.
I just, here's the thing. The like, how are the Broncos or Raiders going to score points against the Broncos defense?
To answer your question, they aren't.
So for that reason, I'm taking the Broncos.
Yeah.
All right, Bears Packers.
Let's go.
Here's another big spread. It's in Lambeau. Green Bay's a 6.5-point favorite.
I haven't understood this the whole week.
I don't get it. This is basically for the lead in the division.
I mean, I do think the Packers win this game.
I do too.
Is someone hurt?
Did they win by 7? I don't think so. We both
feels like there's some teaser action out there this week.
So we both like the Bears to cover in this.
Yeah. One
All
of
right.
these spreads that we think is too high, we're getting burned on for sure.
100% will get burned on one of these.
Yeah.
Here's another one that's big. Rams Cardinals in Arizona. Kyler Murray is officially out for the rest of the year.
Oh no.
I know. Rams 8.5-point favorites. Tough loss last week for the Rams in Jacksonville. Division game. I know it's a big spread. This is the game I think they kick their ass.
This might be my pick of the week after a loss, getting to be back out west, division game. This is a buy the line up spread.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, every fucking online casino is out to get you a Prano, where they've now made a adjustment to me buying up the lines. All of a sudden, I don't get any of the value I used to get. Just took too much money from you guys buying up the lines or going to the 0 to 6-point wins.
All right, Texans Chiefs. This is a good Sunday night game. In Arrowhead, Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites.
What do you think of that hook?
I don't like it.
A factor?
Yes. Chiefs are playing close games. Like, what makes me think they're going to win by 4? There's a part of me that thinks the Chiefs lose and their season's over.
Wow. There's a part of me that thinks the Chiefs win by 3.
Or that. Regardless, I'm taking the Texans to cover.
Correct.
And your Monday night game. Eagles Chargers. They will be full of Philly fans. We know that much in LA. Eagles are 2.5-point favorites. How do we feel about this game? Justin Herbert is hurt.
Chargers win.
Ooh, upset special.
Really though? Is it?
It is. They're 2.5.
I mean, Justin Herbert's going to play.
He's going to
Correct?
play.
Yeah.
All right. Again, it'll be majority Eagles fans.
I feel like the Eagles lose this game because the Cowboys lost.
Okay. All right. Hotline, guys, 859-832-0478.
You can come see me, do a show, joeprano.com for shows. Next Thursday, I'll be out in Brea at the Brea Improv opening for Jay Moore, which will be super fun. I mean, Jay is just the reason I work with Jay. Jay is one of my favorite comics of all time. So fucking funny. Come see him. Come see Jay. And then also I'll be there. Irvine Improv, January 21st with Nate Craig co-headlining. Much, much more to come in and around Los Angeles. So just go to joeprano.com for shows. I've also been adding shows for the spring. So if you're in Colorado, I'll be there. If you're in Tokyo, I'll be there. Toronto is in the works. So yeah, keep your eye on joeprano.com if you're in any of those places, or just go and check it out, because there's definitely some place that I forgot that I'm coming and you might live there.
Word. All righty, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a lovely week. Somebody asks you how you're feeling, just say good.
Yeah, just say good.
Just say good. Just do it. All right. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday. And as always, stay dirty.